we are in presence of a huge archaeological and scientific discovery. The Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids does consist of several colossal pyramids. Now, what are the pyramids? They've been teaching us in schools that pyramids are built in Egypt as tombs for pharaohs. And they also said there are some pyramids in Mexico, and that's it. And this is completely wrong. As a matter of fact, almost everything they teach us about the ancient history is wrong. The origin of man, civilizations, and pyramids. Pyramids are built all over the planet. During my 35 years of research, I realized that pyramids are built in China, 250 of them in the Shanxi province, Indonesia, a beautiful 26,000-year-old pyramid called Gunung Padang, Cambodia, northeastern part, Koh Ker Pyramid, Australia, Gympie Pyramid, Africa, we have 155 pyramids in Egypt, 224 Nubian pyramids, 7 pyramids in the island of Mauritius, 104 of them on Canary Islands. We have pyramids in Peru, 300 of them in Bolivia, Acapena Pyramid, we have pyramids in Central America. My PhD was about the Mayan pyramids. And there are more than 100,000 pyramids in the countries that we call today Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Belize, Mexico. There are pyramids on the US soil. Today, more than 120 Cahokia pyramids in Cahokia Park in southwestern corner of the state of Illinois. In Europe, 3 Palencia pyramids in Spain, 5 pyramid complexes in Italy, 16 pyramids in Greece. So shortly, the world of the past was the world of pyramids. Now, the second wrong thing they teach us is about the purpose, builders, and of course date. For Egyptian pyramids, they are telling us that pyramids in Egypt were built by the pharaohs, 3rd, 4th, 5th dynasty. As a matter of fact, they were built much before that. Pyramids that we know as Giza pyramids, Dahshur, Meidum, Saqqara, Khawara, and so on. The Bosnian Pyramid Project has become the most active archaeological site in the world. And we have proven that pyramids were actually energy machines. So now, once we establish that fact, the question is, what was the energy used for? We have those answers also. Pyramids as communication device, pyramids as self-healing device, pyramids are a device to improve the molecular structure of the water, food, our auric fields, chakras, spiritual abilities. And the nice thing about it, we have the scientific arguments for that. The topic today is the pyramids and their healing aspects. In the last 14 years, we have heard so many testimonials from people who've been visiting Bosnian pyramids and especially tunnels below the Bosnian Valley of Pyramids. Namely, back in 2005, when I first discovered the Bosnian pyramids, which are named the Sun, the Moon, Dragon, Earth, and Love, I wrote in my first book that we were going to discover underground prehistorical tunnels. And I based that on my experience with the Egyptian pyramids, Chinese pyramids, Mexican pyramids. They all have those tunnels. So first I discovered the entrance to tunnels that we call Ravne tunnels. Nowadays we have more than 2,200 meters, which is about 7,000 feet of open and secured underground tunnels. They were built more than 30,000 years back. In the meantime, we started buying our own properties in this town of Visoko in central Bosnia. And we discovered 5 more entrances. So now we have 6 of them, and we've been busy in 5 of them. We call them Ravne 2, Ravne 3, Ravne 4, healing tunnels, KTK tunnels. So the whole valley under the pyramids is in those tunnels. So far, we have discovered 2 levels of tunnels, and most probably we have between 3 and 7. So now we do have tunnels. So as we are doing our archaeological work, we clear those tunnels from the filler material. What filler material? Well, we realize that we have civilizations who built this network 30,000 years back, and another one who filled all the tunnels with the filler material 5,000 years ago for some major reason, because they had to bring hundreds of thousands of tons of material for that. So we clear those tunnels. And then as you move through them, you breathe better and better. And this is not very logical. If you go to the coal mine after 100 feet or a couple of 100 feet, it's a lack of oxygen. You can't breathe very well. That's the reason why people pump the oxygen inside. But in our case, deeper you go, you breathe better and better. People with asthma, for example, once they go through tunnels for 45 or 60 minutes, when they get out, they don't need air pump, the inhalator anymore, at least for 3 to 6 months. People come with a high blood pressure. They get out, the blood pressure gets normalized. People go inside the tunnel with the high sugar in the blood. You know, when it comes to sugar, if it is from 3.2 to 6.1, it is normal level. 6.1 to 10, it's a risky group. Above 10, it's diabetes. People come with the 10, 11, or 12. They get out, they are down to 5.5, 5.7. People come with different kind of pains. After one visit, the pains are gone. People come even with the very serious diseases, cancers, tumors, and we can see after a week or after a month that there is a great improvement in their health condition. So everything we do in Bosnia, we try to find scientific explanation. We measure, we analyze, we test, we date. So in a case of the healing properties of tunnels, we've realized that we have a combination of at least 10 different elements. Number one, the best electromagnetic field. Number two, the best ultrasound frequency of 28 kilohertz. 28 is known also as the levitation frequency. You feel so light in the tunnels. Number three, it's a ELF, extremely low frequency of 7.83 hertz. In science, it is called the Schumann Resonance. Everything resonates in the nature. Well, our planet had been resonating at 7.83 for thousands of years until 1990s. Okay, I see the message. Audio still not good. Is it better now? Maybe I'm too quiet. Is it better now? Let me see the message. All right. So until 1990s, we had original Schumann resonance, so 7.83. However, due to our development of technology, TVs, computers, laptops, cell phones, our energy grid, and so on, this bad frequencies, the bad technology, which has to go somewhere, this bad EM, electromagnetism, it goes around our planet in the ionosphere. It puts the pressure on our mother planet, and she started resonating higher. 10 hertz, 12 hertz, 15 hertz. And that's very bad. We don't live in our natural energy field anymore. And guess what? In the Bosnian Pyramid tunnels, we have 7.83. So when people get there, it doesn't matter if they are from Brazil, Mexico, US, or New Zealand, or Germany. When I asked them how they feel, they said, we feel like we are at home. And indeed, they are back to the original frequency. That was element number 3. Element number 4 that we measure in the Bosnian Pyramid tunnels are the negative ions. The medical science knows that negative ions are very good for us because they clear the atmosphere from dust, from pollen, from microbes, viruses, and bacteria. More negative ions, better for us. For example, in our offices or in our homes, we have about 50 negative ions per cubic centimeter. We go to the downtowns of the big cities, 150 to 250. We go to the villages, up to 500. We go to the mountains, 750 to 1,500. However, when you go to the Bosnian Pyramid tunnels, we measure the levels between 20,000 negative ions to 60,000 negative ions. So, the element number 4, negative ions. As I said, the values that we measure, and we actually use 2 instruments. They are both the same, but we just want to double check. They are called air ion counters. So negative ions are between 20 and 40,000, which is up to 50 times higher than at the healthiest places on the planet, which are the mountains in the pine trees. 50 times higher, 50 times healthier. The element number 5, the cosmic radiation. We live on the surface of the planet and we love it. It's romantic. I mean, you have a blue sky and the sun. In the evening, we have stars and the moon. However, a lot of cosmic radiations are coming our way. Some of them are harmful for our body, and our body cells, they fight the cosmic radiations. Well, 150 feet under the ground in the Bosnian Pyramid tunnels, we don't have harmful radiations. Our body cells don't have enemies. The next element, the natural radioactivity, which is coming under the ground. Sometimes we walk the streets and we are not even aware that this radioactivity is coming from underground, attacking us. And our poor blood cells, body cells, they have enemies above, now they have enemies below the ground, 24 hours a day. They are busy fighting for us. Well, we also have Geiger counters, and with them we do measure radioactivity in the tunnels, and the values are always several times lower than the minimum allowed. The next couple of elements, very well known to us and our technology. The first one is cell phone signal. Nowadays, with the 4G, it's present almost everywhere. Tomorrow, with the 5G, it will be actually present everywhere. It's going to encompass the whole planet. Well, guess what? In the tunnels in Bosnia, no phone signal. And we know, as we talk on the cell phone, it simply burns our brain cells. And the last element, the absence of Wi-Fi signal, also very bad. So, in the combination of these factors, so we have no enemies for our body and we have excellent energies. So the moment you get inside the tunnels, the body does not have enemies, and for the first time in our life, our body cells can start doing their job. What is their job? To fix the problems in our body, to start the regeneration process, to start the self-healing process. It doesn't matter which health challenge we have. It can be blood pressure or sugar in the blood or pain or tumor. It can be even a problem on our mental level or on our energy level. We have not one, but 7 energy fields around us. The regeneration process starts. So we've been really blessed that in the central Bosnia, we have an ancient technology, a machine, and one of the purposes is to protect what is the most valuable, the most precious for us, and that is our health. The next purpose of pyramid energy is to improve the molecular structure of the water. Extremely important for us as well, because we are what we drink, we are what we eat, we are what we think. When it comes to drink, the water that we drink nowadays, it doesn't matter if it is bottled water from the stores or if it is our city water that we have at home. That water does not have viruses and bacteria. Why? Because it's been treated by the chlorine, and the chlorine is a poison. The water that we drink, chlorine, fluorides, and traces of heavy metals. That water is energetically dead. It vibrates low. It does not have internal structure. What we did 6 years back, we sent samples of the Visoko city water and samples of the pyramid water, because in some of those tunnels, we've been discovering the water reservoirs. So we sent those samples to late Dr. Masaru Emoto in Japan. And he had become very famous from 1999, freezing different samples of water, and then through the electronic microscope, filming them. And then he would get a different molecular structures from different samples. So the water from the town of Visoko, the city water, did not have really any nice structure. But the water from the pyramids had the beautiful hexagonal shape with crystal-like structure. Why hexagonal? Because this is the most powerful geometrical shape when it comes to the energies. It was energetically alive. It was a happy water.
Dr. Sam.
Like I said, yes.
Sorry, on the replay we can clean this up, but just live it's still cracking. Do you have an extra headset, another one, maybe another microphone?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I've been using this forever, yeah, and it's been fine.
Yeah, on Skype earlier it was fine.
Skype was fine. Actually, I have one headset.
Yeah, let's see if that has a microphone connected. And then, do you have a PC or a Mac? Are you using a PC or a Mac?
Okay. Is this any better?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How about you?
Yeah, it sounds... So there's a microphone on the headset?
Yes.
All right, sounds fine. Wait, hold on, it's cracking a bit. Okay, look at the bottom where it says microphone, where you see the microphone at the bottom left, right? On the Zoom platform, where it says mute, the microphone, yes, right there. Right, yes, next to it is an arrow. Click that arrow, and then make sure the microphone of your headset is selected.
Yeah, I have microphone.
So as long as it's selected, we can try it out.
Yes, it is selected.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Seems fine right now. All right, let's continue. Let's see if it works.
All right. So this was the story about the water. The next thing, the pyramid energy affects the food that we eat. Last year, we did an experiment with the seeds of beans. So what we did, we had several bags with the seeds. We put one bag in the tunnels we put one bag on the top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. And we had the control bag at our home. So after 2 weeks, we picked up different bags and we were checking the germinization process. We find out that about 60% of the control group seeds started growing. And we know in real life, when you buy the seeds, when you plant it, not every seed will start growing. So the percentage was 60. But in a case of the pyramid seeds and the tunnel seeds, the percentage was 100%. Now, the growing season for the beans was from May to the end of August. The pyramid beans were growing 2 times quicker and richer and healthier. So we have proven that pyramid energy does affect the food, and when you eat, of course, the pyramid food, it is much healthier for your body. 4 years back, Professor Dr. Constantine Korotkov from University of St. Petersburg, who became really very famous because he's been developing about 17 patents, and one of them resulted in his very famous BioWell machine. With the BioWell, you can scan the stress level, your auric field, you can scan your 7 chakras, energy in the cells, and so on. And what we've noticed in the last 4 years, in the case of 3,500 people, is that in 90% there is an improvement of auric field, balance in your chakras, opening of your 7 chakras, more energy in our body cells. So it was proof after proof that when exposed to the pyramid energy, everything is really improved. Just recently, we had several amazing cases. People with lung cancer, which is considered one of the worst cases, started coming and visiting the Bosnian Pyramid tunnels, and after several weeks, we could notice the improvement, and after 6 months, we could see that after CTs, the cancer was gone. So our conclusion was that the ancients were able to build a machine, an energy complex that was capable of doing self-healing. You see, in Bosnia, we have at least 5 pyramids. We named them the Bosnian Pyramids of the Sun and the Moon and the Dragon, Earth and Love. The first 3, Sun, Moon, Dragon, when you connect their tops, they give you perfect equilateral triangle. Between the top of the Sun pyramid and the Moon, the distance is 2.2 kilometers, about 1.4 miles. From the Moon to Dragon, 2.2. From Dragon to the Sun, 2.2. Equilateral triangle is a perfect geometrical shape, and as such, it's a part of the sacred geometry. When you have elements of sacred geometry, you have movement of the energy. And then, when we connect 2 more structures, the Pyramid of the Love, top of the Temple of Mother Earth, and entrance to one of the tunnels, another equilateral triangle. Triangle within a triangle, sacred geometry. And then when using those tops of the pyramids, you also have a golden section, golden ratio. So, with elements of sacred geometry, we realized that ancient knew how to start the movement of the energy. In the case of Egyptian Giza pyramids, we also have elements of sacred geometry, such as number pi, 3.14. How do we know that? When you take the length at the base of the pyramid, 231 meters, to lengths 462, divided by height, 147, the result is 3.14. Also, the golden ratio is built into this pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Also, those three pyramids, they are sitting on the line of the golden ratio. So the ancients simply knew the secrets of the elements of sacred geometry. If you have them, they amplify the energy. Now, we have realized not only that pyramids were not tombs, but they were built for the generations of living people. They were built for the communities to last almost forever. Getting teams of experts in energy phenomena, physicists, electrical engineers, sound engineers, telecommunication engineers from Serbia, Croatia, Finland, Italy, Germany, we've realized that on the top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, there was an energy beam which was electrical in nature, 28 kilohertz, continuous and focused. We've been measuring it during all 4 seasons, winter and spring and summer and fall. Direction of this energy beam is exactly towards the sun. In the morning, it is directed mostly to the east, the noon time to the south, evening to the west. And the way it moves at the top of the pyramid, it was 13 feet in width. But as it goes higher, at the height of 70 feet, it is about 60 feet wide, and then it's getting narrow, and then it's getting wide and narrow and wide. For the physicists, there was no doubt. These were so-called scalar waves. Some people call them torsion fields. We call them Tesla's scalar waves because Nikola Tesla experimented with this type of the subtle, soft energies 120 years back. The main property of scalar waves is to be quicker than the speed of light. And as such, they become the best suitable media to transport the energy, to transport the information. Therefore, our conclusion was that the first purpose of pyramid energy was to be a communication device. So now we can see that pyramids are actually multi-purpose devices. Communication, healing, improvement of molecular structure of water, food, spiritual abilities, auric field, chakras, energy in the cells, and so on. So we are really lucky, and it is very exciting to have such a beautiful machine to investigate. And the beauty is that this is the first case that such a huge, such a large archaeological project is not run by the government agencies, departments of archaeology at universities, museums, people who can and who are controlled, but by a non-profit, non-government foundation, which we established back in 2005 under the name Archaeological Park, Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun Foundation.
Hi there, everyone. This is Neil with Portal to Ascension, and I want to just take a moment here, just a quick minute after this video. Firstly, the video that you just saw is one of the many event productions that Portal to Ascension that I've created over the years, created hundreds of events, and now we have an archive that's kind of like Netflix for consciousness on our website. I'm just going to show you really quick how you can sign up right now and view and navigate hundreds of hours of presentations, many of them, most of them for free, and utilize the Portal to Ascension platform. So you go to the website, portaltoascension.org, you type in your name, email. Pretty soon we're relaunching a new website, so everything's going to look a little bit different, but pretty much the same thing. Go to the website, enter your name, email, click sign up. You'll then, within a few minutes, get an email sent to your sent to you that will have login information with a temporary password to log into the site. You then go to login, you enter your email address, the password given to you, and you click login. And this will take you directly into the back end of our website where you can navigate all of the footage that's available to you. And you can see here, you can type and start searching for a speaker, topic, whatever you want, true world history, William Henry, you can type anything over there. You can browse by category, advanced technology, ancient civilizations, ascension, conference, conscious business, conspiracies, divine feminine, evolution of consciousness, extraterrestrial awareness, hot chakra, holistic healing, and so on and so on and so on. And then you can even browse by speaker here, and you can see on the right hand side starts with Adam Apollo in alphabetical order, and you can browse by each speaker and look at their videos as well. And the way it works is we have it all split up here. My webinars, which is where we are right now, my watch list, so you can add things to your watch list, watch later, and then documentaries where you can watch documentaries and interviews that we've done. All the presentations are laid out in the grid over for you here. All you have to do to watch one is click on it. And there you go, it's right here. We also have suggested webinars for you, the description, the speaker info, the speaker bio page. So it's really become a one-stop shop for consciousness. So if you want to check out the full presentation of what you just saw, if you want to check out any other of these presentations, or just have this place, this amazing resource for you that's a one-stop shop for all things consciousness, where we're not only do we have all this content and footage from the past, but we're constantly creating events and footage every single week. We do around 110 events a year at this point. 80% of them are online. So go ahead and sign up. Go to portaltoascension.org and take a look at all the amazing information that we have there for you.